Alrighty then. Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekend preview for Monday, July 29th, 2013. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot coming up this week. I apologize if you're watching this on YouTube and you notice the frame rate is kind of low. I don't know what's going on. It's the first time that I've streamed in a week because I've just come off of some time off spending time with my girlfriend Candalee. And I popped my webcam into my PC, and I can't get it to do 60 frames per second for whatever goddamn reason. I don't know what the reason is. So what I'm going to have to actually do is probably mess around with it this week. Maybe just restart my PC. That could be it. Maybe I just need to restart my PC. I don't know. So I apologize. The frame rate of the video is a little bit lower than I usually do on my vlog-style videos. Okay? But anyway, regardless, welcome to the weekend preview. And we are just coming back from a break. I hope that everyone enjoyed this past weekend, where basically what I did is I uploaded all the remainder of the videos of the playthroughs that I had been playing and I had streamed recently on Twitch. So we had the conclusion of God of War, we had the conclusion of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we had two more sets of fighting game videos. One was Street Fighter 3 Third Strike with its horrendous fucking GGPO netcode, and the other one was Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 2012 edition, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, which I just recently picked up again. Okay, because my internet was upgraded. It's actually a better quality internet, and there is less lag when I play games online now, so I decided to pick up Street Fighter again. So all those videos uploaded over the course of the weekend, and actually it's funny, my views that I get, I thought they were going to drop because I haven't been doing live streaming. They remained exactly the same as what I get on a decent day when I am actively working. So I was able to have a fun, relaxing weekend with my girlfriend, but because I was constantly uploading all those videos, there was full content and everyone watched them, and I want to thank everyone who did watch them, and thank you very much for your viewership, because it could have been, you know, a dead weekend where no one was watching because I wasn't putting out any content, but because I had those saved up, it ended up being pretty good performance-wise. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to talk now about what's coming up this week, because this week is a weird week, let's put it that way. Once again, we're in the middle of the summer, no new game releases. Once again, another completely empty week where no game studios are releasing their games. This is all going to come into effect in just another few short weeks, when all of a sudden you're going to have 2 weeks with multiple games releasing the same week, all competing with each other. If any of these game studios had a fucking brain and released their games just a few weeks earlier when nothing else was coming out, maybe they'd get more sales. But you actually have to be smart and understand marketing to actually know that, and apparently the people who work for these game studios don't know. They must now have business training or something, because they're complete fucking idiots. But anyway, I digress. There's nothing new coming out this week. So what we're going to do, we're going to balance vlogs with new content, with new games that I'm going to be starting. So starting tomorrow, there is a new DLC tomorrow. It is the Martian Manhunter DLC for Injustice: Gods Among Us. So for my first stream on Tuesday, which will be July 30th, I'm going to be doing the Martian Manhunter. So I'm going to get him, I'm going to be putting him into training mode like I always do some in-the-lab stuff, figure out his basic combos and strategies. We're going to play through his story mode, single-player, classic ladder mode, and get his ending. Then we're going to take him online, and we're going to probably be playing for a couple hours with him online. So that's going to be the first stream tomorrow. It's all about the new character, Martian Manhunter in Injustice, okay? The second stream tomorrow is going to be the beginning of probably what's going to be my final game in my Summer of Retro this year, Chrono Trigger. That's right, we're finally got to it. A lot of people have been telling me they're very excited for me to play this game, that it's one of their favorite games from their childhood. It absolutely is one of my favorite games. This one is kind of funny, because I never technically owned this game. I must have rented it like dozens of times from local rental places, because I remember playing through it and not beating it and having to return it, and then later on getting it back and playing through it again, and then realizing there were actually alternate endings and stuff. I played the hell out of this game as a kid. I loved it. And so that's going to start tomorrow night on second stream, okay? In addition, I do have a DSP Tries It that I am going to upload. I'm either going to upload it tomorrow or Wednesday. I haven't decided yet which day I should do it. I think if tomorrow will be exactly 1 week from the last time I did a DSP Tries It, so I may do that. I'm not sure. But what I've actually realized is that I actually have still a bunch of Project 7. That's right, I know you're probably like, what the fuck, Phil's mentioning Project 7 this late in the game. Yeah, well, Project 7, I have these behind-the-scenes videos that I never released. And when I first opened the King of Hate vlogs way earlier this year on YouTube, I released a few of those videos, but then I forgot about them. Well, I have them. So what I'm going to try to do this week, since we're not going to have things like release day unboxing or anything like that, on days when it's dead, I may be releasing 1 or 2 behind-the-scenes of Project 7 videos on the King of Hate vlogs, okay? Just so everybody knows what's going to happen with that, all right? Wednesday. So Wednesday, what I'm probably going to do is the first stream will probably be the continuation of Chrono Trigger, and I haven't determined what the second stream is going to be yet. There's a possibility that if I'm really enjoying Chrono Trigger, it could be more Chrono Trigger, but there's also a possibility that I could do something different. Maybe I'll do a fighting game at that point. Probably won't be Injustice because I'll have played it the day before, but maybe I'll do a different fighting game. It was funny because some people asked me to play Marvel vs. Capcom 1 because people know that I'm extremely good. I was one of the top ranked in the world in that game, and I played it a lot when it came out last year, but then I stopped because pretty much I couldn't find anyone to play it against. So maybe I'll try to find people Wednesday night to play. I don't know. We'll see what happens, okay? Now, Thursday. Thursday is Ask the King, okay? It was a postponed Ask the King. I couldn't squeeze it in for the month of July, okay? So it's really, I believe Thursday is the 1st, August 1st. So that's going to be the new episode of Ask the King. I'm going to be doing that on my first stream. Now, if you don't know how it works, you can submit questions for me to answer in multiple ways. You can post up on my forums. There's actually a thread on thekingofhate.com on the forums where you can post up your questions. That's the best method you can do to submit your questions, simply because that's the method that I actually read every question off of it, okay, before I start my Ask the King episode. So you can post your question there, or the afternoon that I'm actually reading those questions, I also post up on Twitter and Facebook and say I'll accept those questions on Twitter and Facebook, and I'll peruse through those. Or if you watch the live stream on Thursday, you can actually submit your question right here in the chat via the raffle system that we have running with our moderator bot, MooBot. So there's 3 or 4 different ways you can submit your questions for Ask the King coming this Thursday, okay? I'm going to pretty much just tell everyone right up front, I'm not going to be talking about any kind of this bullshit about haters and people making hateful videos about me, because I've talked about it 100 times. Basically, I got fed up with it this past weekend, because here I am, alright? I'm on my break. I'm relaxing with my girlfriend. We're going around doing stuff. And I go, oh, alright, I got a minute here. Let me check Twitter just to see if anything's going on. I check Twitter and I have 100 people messaging me about, oh, there's a new video out about you. I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care about these idiots. Let them do what they do. They've done it since day one. Used to have the DSP Cult Leader channel where they would take my vlogs, take them out of context, tell me that I was trying to amass an army of kids and steal their money. This is the most ridiculous stuff you've ever seen in your life. This has been going on since I started on YouTube, okay? So this is ever since I started making that, this is the difference. When I started making money, that was it. If Phil makes $1 on YouTube, I'm so jealous. We got to try to tear him down, and that's exactly what's going on. So please just don't bother sending me messages or questions about this nonsense anymore, because I'm just not going to address it. All I do when I do address it, all it does is give more attention to it anyway. So how is it going to go away? If you just ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist, and you move forward positively. You focus on the positive, you ignore the bullshit, and that's how I've always gotten by, and that's how I'm going to continue to function on Twitch and on YouTube. So don't bother sending me questions regarding that stuff. I will not be entertaining any of those kind of style of questions. But anything else you basically want to ask me, you can, and I will consider it for Ask the King, okay? So that's going to be first stream on Thursday, and obviously those videos will upload to the King of Hate vlogs. And then second stream on Thursday will be more Chrono Trigger. Friday, the first stream will be Chrono Trigger. The second stream will be the return, that's right, after several weeks, of Demon's Souls. And we're getting very close to the end of the game, so there's a chance that either this stream or the next stream that I do of Demon's Souls, I'm finally going to complete it, alright? So I know a lot of people are excited about that. Oh, I love your Demon's Souls, and you haven't done it in a while. It's coming back this Friday, okay? Alright. Okay. this weekend, man, am I excited. All right, wait till you guys hear this. You're not going to believe what I have to tell you, okay? First of all, Saturday, John Rambo's going to be here. At least I haven't talked to him in a week, obviously. I was spending time with my girlfriend. But last time I talked to him, he was going to be here, no problem. So as long as nothing changes between then and now, John's going to be here Saturday for the new episode of Smart Guys, which will be good because we had a bye week, so it'll be returning. Plus, get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen, because you're not going to believe it. This is a development that happened over the course of the weekend. It's going to be the return of indie games, okay, with two huge things that you got to hear. Number one, and boy, did I never think that this would happen. I got a message on YouTube from a person, and I started reading. It says, Phil, I am the developer of Fantastic Fivesome. Now, if you don't know what that is, it was a hilarious playthrough that John and I did. We played this indie game called Fantastic Fivesome earlier this year on Xbox Live. It's about basically having a fivesome with the porn stars, okay? It's a dating game, dating simulation game or whatever. So John and I played through it. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, the developer of Fabulous Fivesome, Angus Chang, who we made fun of during the playthrough, watched the videos and has contacted me. He's just released his new game and he wants us to play it. I cannot turn that down. We must play the new classic from Angus Chang, the masterpiece of gaming. It will be played this Saturday. I don't know the name of it, but he sent me the Xbox Live code to download the game completely for free. So thank you, Angus Chang. John and I will be playing that this Saturday, okay? Now, outside of that, we'll probably be messing around with other indie games as well. I did hear a rumor that there may be an update to a certain game that I've played once or twice, and people seem to have like this fanatical cult hit following about this game, even though it's probably the dumbest game ever. If this is true and there was an update, I may be checking that out this Saturday. We may be doing other stuff, but basically Saturday's going to be fun. A day of indie games, the newest game from Angus Chang that just came out, plus maybe some other stuff we're going to see. So that's going to be Saturday, okay? Sunday. Now, normally, Sunday would be the day when I actually go to dinner with my parents. But I've decided because this week, for whatever fucking reason, Nintendo is releasing Pikmin 3 this week on Sunday. Not on Tuesday, not on Friday, on Sunday. Why? Because Nintendo has to be fucking weird and do weird shit all the time, alright? So if you're not fucking using a weird motion control or gigantic, oversized, monstrous, stupid fucking, monstroso fucking gamepad to play your games that you don't want it, but Nintendo just does things so weirdly. I gotta play Pikmin 3 on this fucking thing. But for the first time, probably this year, I'm going to be playing a Nintendo game that wasn't, Lego City Undercover was the last one I played. Pikmin 3 comes out this Sunday. So I'm going to be treating this Sunday basically like a normal release day. I'm going to go get up earlier in the morning, probably go get some food, breakfast, go to the GameStop, pick up the game, which I believe GameStop opens up at 11 o'clock on Sunday. I'm going to have to look up their hours, so I have to go a little bit on the later side. Pick up the game, come home, release day unboxing. If you can believe it, I actually have to hook the Wii U up again for the first time in 100 years, so I'm going to have to finagle that with all the wiring and everything, get it hooked up to my direct capture setup, and we're going to do, oh my god, we're going to do Pikmin 3 as the first stream on Sunday, okay? And then what I've decided is I'm going to do, for second stream on Sunday, it's going to be fighting games, okay? It's going to be Sunday night fights. So it's not going to be every week, but what I'm going to try to do is at least once a week, somewhere in the week, I'm going to incorporate a stream where I'm definitely going to be playing fighting games. Because I think now that my internet's better, people love fighting games, people love to see me play them. It's a reason a lot of people originally found me on YouTube and became a fan of mine. So I'm going to go back to it. So that's going to be Sunday night fights. Sunday night we're going to do a fighting game stream where I'm going to be playing. I'm not sure what game it's going to be. It might be multiple games. We'll have to see, but it's going to be a stream of fighting games Sunday night, okay? And then on Monday, will probably be more Pikmin 3 and the possibility of pairing that with Chrono Trigger, okay? I don't know how long I'm going to play Pikmin 3. I know nothing about the game. I don't even know what it is. I'd never played Pikmin 1 or 2. And a lot of people may be surprised about that, but that was the era of gaming that I wasn't into console gaming, so I never played the first 2 games. I am aware of the characters and everything, but I don't understand how the games play. So if I like the game, I may continue to play it throughout the week. If I don't like it, probably after 1 or 2 days, I'm not going to be playing it anymore, okay? And of course, then next week we've got a new game, Tales of Xillia, so we'll continue to talk about that when I do the week in preview next weekend. We'll talk about Tales of Xillia and my plans for scheduling, you know, Chrono Trigger if I haven't beaten it yet, and pairing that up with Tales of Xillia, etc., okay? So, just to recap, this is a big week, all right? Tomorrow, Martian Manhunter DLC and Injustice, and the beginning of Chrono Trigger. Wednesday, Chrono Trigger, probably a vlog, maybe a DSP tries it, and or some Project 7 behind-the-scenes footage. And on second stream, I'm undecided, but more than likely it may be more Chrono Trigger, it may be some fighting games, it depends on what I'm feeling. Thursday, first stream, Ask the King. Be sure to submit your questions, get them in now, okay? Then, second stream will be the continuation of Chrono Trigger. Friday, Chrono Trigger first stream, Demon Soul second stream. Saturday, John Rambo will be here. New episode of Smart Guys for the first time in 2 weeks. The return of indie games. The sequel to Fabulous Fivesome, or what I'm sure it's probably not a direct sequel, but whatever the new game is from Angus Cheng. Possibility of some more indie game stuff. Maybe an update to a game that people want to see me play again. We may be doing that. We'll have to see. Sunday is going to be Pikmin 3. Release day unboxing of that, obviously. Plus fighting games, Sunday Night Fights. Monday will be more Pikmin 3 and probably more Chrono Trigger. So, that is a significant amount of content for a week when technically there's really not much going on. No real big retail releases this week. I'm going to try to keep you guys entertained with fresh new content, alright? Once again, I do want to thank everybody for your viewership during the summer. I completely understand there are no new games out. And unlike last year where I kind of went back and I played super popular fan favorite games like Grand Theft Auto, this year I'm playing retro games from my childhood and I'm having a blast doing it. I want to thank everyone who's following me along for that journey, and even if you're not, if you're just watching other content, I still appreciate it. And believe me, I know other people are doing that because it's not like these retro playthroughs are getting huge views, but my views are still staying consistent through the summer, and that's what I appreciate so much, that you guys give me a shot. Basically, you listened to me and you said, okay, well, if we don't like the retro stuff, there's plenty of other stuff of Phil's that he's done over the course of the years, and we're going to go back and watch that, and that's exactly what you've been doing, and I thank everyone for doing that, and it's going to be a great summer. It is, because now we're in the second half. We're moving into a month where there's actually going to be some constant new releases. Oh, there's one more thing I do want to mention. The BioShock Infinite DLC is supposed to be coming soon. It was rumored originally it was going to be the last week of July. Well, guess what? We're at the end of July right now. There's no sign of it. But once it is announced that it's coming out, I am going to be doing it. So I'm really excited for that. I think a lot of people are really excited to see more BioShock Infinite. That was one of my most successful playthroughs ever, especially this year. And I really want to get back into that world. I hope that within the next 2 weeks they release it, because if they wait till the end of August, here you go again, holy clusterfuck, you've already got a shitload of games coming out the end of August, now you're going to release the DLC then, that's bad timing, so hopefully they release it within the next 2 or 3 weeks before we get into that week with 100 games, okay? Alright, so that is it for the weekend preview. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you for new gameplay this week. Thanks for making it a great summer. I promise you the second half of the summer is going to be as good, if not better, than the first. So please stay tuned. Thanks a lot. I'll see you for new gameplay this week. Peace out.